it's Rebecca from the Glitch Stitchery. I'm here today for the beginning of Tour de Fleece. So I'm very excited to get started, and hopefully I will still manage to spin every single day, at least for the Tour de Fleece, possibly for the Tour de Femme as well that comes afterwards. I haven't decided yet. And I just keep looking over at my son. He's being very cute. Anyway, we're gonna start with my Bunny Blend bats. So they're a mix of BFL and some of the Angora fiber from my personal Angora. So I have, let's see, how many do I have right now? 7, 8 if you count a Jersey Woolly. I don't really count him because he's not really producing yet, but the others do produce fiber. So we're gonna start with the Bunny Blend bats, and then once those are done, or at least the singles, because I prefer to spin all my singles and then do a whole week of plying at the end. Then I guess after that I will work on mohair from our goats, because I'm going to spin up the purple pop mohair and the fuchsia, no, what was that color called? Not fuchsia, rhodium red. It's hot pink anyways. And then once those are spun, if those all finish getting spun, then I have the Cormo X lamb's wool from Underhill Fibers. And then after all of that, if I still have time, we will work on the Coopworth fleeces. So that is my itinerary for this tour. I don't think I'll get through all of it because my spinning time is very limited, but I'm gonna do my best. So wheels all set up, bats are right next to me. My son is asleep. Let's get started. Alright, so tonight is another one of those nights where the baby's having a really hard time staying asleep. So in order to help him stay asleep and just be at hand to rock him when he needs it, I'm just staying in our bedroom and keeping an eye on him so that I can help him as much as possible. And in between having to rock him, I am spindle spinning because it's a lot quieter than using my wheel. So it's not really something I can film very well, partially because I keep having to stop and help my son, but also partially because this is my bedroom and I don't really like filming in here. But on days when he needs a little bit of extra help, that's what I'm going to be doing. So that finishes out the first week of Tour de Fleece. I didn't get as much done as I'd like to get done. Some days I got very little done, but I did spin every day, and that was my goal. So I guess that was actually the first 9 days, because the first 2 days were a weekend, and I didn't count them as their own separate thing. So I'm gonna get started on the next week. I have a little bit of the Angora bats to finish, and then I have some camel blend bats to finish, and we'll see where we go from there. So, see you next week.